Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. Today's video is this week's Q&A episode. I want to start off by saying thank you all so much for the love and support on this series. It's an absolute pleasure reading all your comments for this series. Some of you are really enthusiastic, you have so many questions to ask, and I really appreciate it. Now, if you're new to my channel, because I have gained quite a lot of new subscribers recently, this series is where I answer your questions about everything Minecraft. Minecraft Bedrock, Minecraft Console Edition, Minecraft Java Edition, Minecraft updates, absolutely anything. So if you have any more questions, please leave them down below. I want to start off by saying that this video was made on the 27th of February, so it's more than likely by the time you're watching this, we have had the introduction of a brand new snapshot. So maybe some of my information is slightly outdated, but let's get into this, and please be kind enough to hit that like button. So last week, we had a lot of controversy over one specific comment. Somebody commented saying, Echo, am I really the only one who's curious about changes to villages? They're boring, they're plain, and they need to change. So since that video, we do have a slight update about villages and villagers, and that Mojang are now looking into them. I received this comment on the last Q&A from Fiery Falcon saying actually they are looking into changing villages. Check Reddit on r/Minecraft suggestions. The community manager posted there the other day. So it looks like Mojang are looking into changing villages. And I did check the feedback website for Mojang where they listen to what people would like to see. And one of the biggest suggestions is to villages. People want changes to villages, how they work, because the more you think about it, the more they're making changes to the ocean and other features that are outdated, it makes you think about what other features are also outdated. Something else that I notice is it's not just villages, it's also temples. I feel like they're really outdated as well, and they could do with a slight update. Maybe they could make them a little bit more dangerous. I don't really know. That's just what I think. But thank you so much for keeping us all updated, because sometimes I miss some of the news and information. The first question we have today is coming from Fiery Games. Q&A. As now all fish can be seen, are we going to be able to eat the clownfish, in brackets, Nemo, and the new tropical fish, question mark. I don't want to eat Nemo, but as me making this video, there's only 3 seeable fish. We have cod, which is the normal fish that we've had for a long time. We have salmon, which is really, really big. And we also have Miss Puff, the puffer fish. They're the only 3 that we could see in the last snapshot that I checked out. Now, everyone was like, well, where are they for the clownfish? Now, apparently, Dinnerbone will be introducing the clownfish when they make the biome specifics for warm and hot complete. I would love to see Nemo swimming around. What's it going to be used for? Can we eat it? I don't really know, because we've never really been able to eat clownfish. And I really don't want them to go down that route and say, clownfish are endangered. I don't think they are, but they're so beautiful, you don't really want to eat them anyway. But that's something that we're going to have to wait and find out. I was hoping that clownfish would have been linked to like a potion, but I don't think that's going to happen either. But great question. Really, really good question. The next one says, ECKOSOLDIER, do you think that Mojang will ever add the Illusioner Illager in survival game? It would be cool to have in the actual game. This had 6 thumbs up. Guys, I've got some sad news for you. I actually did bring a video on this a little while ago. The Illusioner got scrapped. They aren't introducing the Illusioner. It got scrapped from development. The only time we've seen the Illusioner was from PC snapshots. It was never in the official version of whatever update it was meant to be in. They just scrapped the development and said they're not introducing it to the game, which is why the console version and the Bedrock version haven't got the Illusioner. So, yeah, sadly, the Illusioner is not going to be a mob in Minecraft. And actually, Helen Angel did respond to a tweet about this, saying that it just got scrapped. It might come back in the future, it might not, but there's a slight update for all of you in case you didn't know. The next one says, I think the Trident will be found in underwater ruins and also so-called new treasure. Jeb talked about it will be found in the shipwrecks. Jeb has never confirmed that the Trident will be found in shipwrecks, just to correct that. He did say that there will be treasures inside the shipwrecks, but he did not say it would be the Trident. Now, in the latest snapshots for Minecraft, we don't have a dedicated place for Tridents to spawn. You cannot access the Trident in survival at this moment. It's only a creative thing. It's super OP. The developers know that, and it is going to change. Now, we're going to have 3 different ocean things. Guardians, we're going to have, obviously, the Guardian Temple, the underwater ruins, and shipwrecks. Now, for my conclusion, I kind of come up with this before making this video. For the Trident, guys, and maybe it was in 3 parts. As in, you have like the back end of it, the middle part, and the spikes. And you don't always find all parts in one section. So, for example, you could go exploring in the oceans. You find one part in the shipwreck, one part in the Guardian Temple, and one part in the underwater ruins. That would make exploring a little bit more fun. It would make getting this Trident probably not happen straight away, but it would be something that players can actually go and adventure for. For me, Minecraft is about adventuring and surviving, so that's kind of the concept that I thought of. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comment section. But we really don't know where Tridents are going to be. It's not been confirmed yet. A question from GTA Master Q&A Echo in 2016 or 17. They posted a coding list for a new minigame on console edition, Xbox One, 360, PS4, etc. Why is it not out yet? The other question says, a Mineplex released 2 new Cake Wars duos. I've seen it. They also introduced factions, which is for ranks only. I've seen that as well. Don't worry, I will be bringing you guys some Cake Wars and some factions on Mineplex. Let's start off with your first question here. Alright, so you've probably seen me, Big B, Toycat, and other console edition YouTubers make a video a little while ago on a new minigame for console edition. Now, it's true there was coding in the files for 360, Xbox One, etc. But when I went to go and visit 4J, along with Toycat, along with Big B, we asked the question, what was that minigames in the file? That minigames in the file, they left it there by mistake from when they did the build battle with Squid, Ballistic Squid, and Stampy at Minecon. It wasn't meant to be in the coding. And I'm really sad because I thought Build Battle would have been absolutely fantastic for the console community. And if you go over to the suggestions for Minecraft Console Edition, the #1 suggested thing is, where is the new minigames? And everyone was like voting for Build Battle. I think it was Build Battle and Sky Wars were the most requested minigames. But I hate to put a downer on it, guys, because I was really bummed when I heard it out. They were like, oh, that wasn't meant to be there. It was just for when we did the Build Battle at Minecon with Stampy and Squid. But there's a slight bit of update for you as well. Great question. The next one says, hey, ECKOSOLDIER, what if Phantoms dropped Elytra wings and it should be at 35% chance for them to drop? So one of the biggest discussions about the Phantom at the moment is what are they going to drop? Now, Jeb is wanting the Phantom to drop something that resets your insomnia because these mobs are going to spawn in the end. You don't sleep in the end. You can't sleep in the end. So that's a factor that they have to take into consideration. A very, very popular comment was, Echo, why can't they drop the Elytra rings? And I thought, thumbs up, good idea. They should drop the Elytra rings. And then I was like, wait a second. If the Phantom dropped the Elytra wings, nobody's going to go to the end cities. So I don't think Microsoft or Mojang are going to want that. They are going to want people to go to the end and then want to go one step further to the end cities to get the Elytra wings, to get the good loot, etc. So I don't think the Phantom will drop the Elytra wings. It would be fun. Maybe you could drop parts for it. I don't know. Maybe you could drop the Elytra wings that give you like a really, really tiny amount of durability. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to drop something linked to Insomnia. Maybe a new icon. Maybe a new thing. But the next one we have here is from yours truly, Q&A. This is kind of answering the same question earlier on. The Guardian Temple currently are disappointing. All you can get from them now are prismarine blocks, sponge, sea lanterns, and a couple of gold blocks. They need a new item which will be worth fighting the Guardian/Elder Guardians. I think the Trident will be added there, but that means shipwrecks need something else. This kind of goes back to what I was explaining. I would love to see different parts spawn in different locations. I do agree with you though. I feel like if I come across a Guardian Temple, 9 times out of 10, guys, I just ignore it. I don't need gold blocks. I don't need prismarine and all that stuff. That's just me. I feel like most people are very, very similar to me as well. You probably fight one Guardian Temple, but the rest of them, you're like, I don't need it. So I feel like there needs to be a reason to go to Guardian Temples. There needs to be the ambition to go there. The way people have the ambition to go to the Nether. We go to the Nether because we need potions. We need items. We go to the end because we want the egg. We want XP. We want the end cities. Make sense? You don't have that ambition for the Guardian Temple. So I absolutely love that question and definitely back you up. We have a very, very strange question here. The Legendary Legend, nice name. Hey Echo, if the Minecraft textures change, will all the Lego sets change too? Also, what do you think about the jam-packed updates? I'm worried I might not have enough space on my phone for when it comes out. let's start off with the space. So, I know updates are pretty big and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm pretty confident most of you guys who play on mobile device or play on tablet don't just play Minecraft. You probably play Pixelgun 3D, you probably play Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. There is tons of games out there, and all those games require memory. Now, the more you update a game, the more memory it takes, the more laggy it becomes. So I know Mojang and Microsoft do compress their updates as tiny as they can. They try and make them a couple hundred megabytes, like 100 megabytes to 194, I think. You never ever see updates for the phone, mobile device, like 1-2 gig, because that's just stupid. That's not optimized. The only thing I can suggest for you guys is to just frequently get rid of games that you don't use. See, I don't use my tablet or my phone just for gaming. So you have to take into consideration that maybe you need to update your phone. It's a really, really tough one, because I do agree with you, because technology is getting bigger and better, and more updates are being introduced. As for the Lego set textures, that is a great question. I didn't think about this, but a lot of the merchandise going forward is going to be outdated. Incredibly outdated. This could just be another business, like, proposition for Microsoft. Oh, all the textures are outdated. Let's make new stuff and everyone's going to buy it. I really don't know, but I didn't think about that. But that was a great question. I was like, that is so true. Wow. Great question, honestly. The next one we have here, Q&A Echo. Do you think Minecraft will get any food like pears, tomatoes, etc.? Yes, I think new things will be introduced that can be edible. Here's a good idea for you guys. We have oak trees, dark oak, spruce, birch, jungle, etc. Now, I'm going to say that oak and dark oak and jungle trees are taken up. I feel like other trees should drop other things like pears or oranges. I feel like they need to drop something else, because the main reason I'll knock down an oak tree or a dark oak tree is because I want apples. The main reason I'll go to a jungle, maybe for jungle wood, but mainly for cocoa beans to make cookies. So I feel like each tree needs to have its own thing. Maybe you can have like tree sap that can be used for, I don't really know what it could be used for, but you get the idea. I would love to see more things. I think more food will be introduced as well, yes. Definitely. Maybe some new types of fish in the final version of the update Aquatic. Insane Lag. It's been 2 years since the 1.9 update released, aka the combat update. Back in March of 2016, yes, that long. To my opinion, sorry Bedrock and console players like PS4 or Xbox 360, I don't think it will ever come. Now this is a really interesting subject as well. I think we've talked about this quite a lot. The combat update, where is it on console edition? Where is it on the Bedrock version? I don't want to say it's ever going to come. I kind of have said it's not going to come. But I don't ever want to fully commit to my answer and say, it's not going to come, it is going to come. A controller doesn't have that many buttons. An iPad doesn't have that many buttons either. So it's all about trying to get a lot of these keys on an iPad or an iPhone or a controller to work the same way as the combat update. Now, Jeb has said they are testing the combat update with the console version and the Bedrock version, iOS, Android, Windows 10, and Xbox. But it's got limitations, so they are trying to tweak the combat update mechanics on PC to be a little bit more balanced for all versions. That's what they said a little while ago. We haven't had any updates since then, so I don't really know. But wow, back in March of 2016, man, you just sent me back in time. That is a long time ago for that update. But I do agree, some of the updates are taking a lot longer on other versions, which is why the other day Mojang came out and said, listen, we know we haven't brought you enough stuff lately. We want to bring you more. We're going to try and bring 2 major updates per year, which I can agree on that. 2 updates, 1 every 6 months? Hell yeah, I'll definitely take that. The next question we have here says, is the hostile water mob Mob A? Oh, this is a good question. I like this. So we are getting a new underwater hostile mob, which is going to be scary. Is it going to be the killer squid kind of thing that we've seen at Minecon? Who knows? There's a possibility. I think Jeb did want this because it was linked to the update Aquatic. So it's a possibility. Or it could just be something completely different. It is going to be something scary, which I'm kind of curious about. But who knows? Is it going to be Mob A? I'm guessing time will tell. The last question we have today is another question from Fire Games, Q&A. I would really love to see a passive mob that isn't related to real life. all passive mobs are real life animals, and it would be very interesting to come across a passive mob that isn't real. I know there's the mushroom, however, they are rare. Most hostile mobs are made up, so why can't passive mobs be? Fantastic question. This is where we have to get the balance in Minecraft between real life and fantasy things, because Minecraft does have a massive realistic aspect. Pigs, cows, chickens, how they work, etc. But it also has a lot of fantasy. We eat golden apples. We have guardians. We have the phantom. We have the tridents. We have all these crazy things like creepers. But I agree with you. I would love to see another passive mob that isn't a real animal, something completely fictional. Everyone's been so, like, wanting sharks and all this other stuff. I actually don't want sharks introduced. I've said this before. I want something that's made up. Guardians are made up, so why can't they make up something like that as well? That's, well, not only a hostile mob, but maybe a passive mob as well. Guys, think of a passive mob that they could introduce that isn't real, and leave a comment down below. But that's all the questions I have for you. Any more questions that you guys have, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. I really appreciate your support on this series. It's so much fun for me to make, honestly. I love reading your comments and how creative so many of you are. So take care, stay beautiful, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!